Hi there, meteorologist Ed Valley here taking a look at South America. A couple notes for you. This is our final South American video for the season. We will be back in the fall. John will be with you here providing you all the information you need regarding South America. But for now, we notice southern Brazil, northeast Argentina really starting to see that heavy moisture as we have expected. And that's helping Safrina in the south. A little drier up in central Brazil and a little drier in central western Argentina as well. You can see where the heaviest rains have been. East central Argentina into southern Brazil, anywhere from 150 to, in some cases, over 300 millimeters of rainfall. That is 5 to 10 inches of rain. That's impressive. You notice the last 15 days, it's really been in southern Brazil. You could argue parts of southern Buenos Aires as well. And you can see the last 7 days too. Kind of two clusters, if you will, here of precipitation. Apologies on that sound. It's one of those deals here where Argentina's to the point now where we want to see this start to dry out for the harvest. And in parts of Brazil, beans are being harvested pretty swiftly, but we need that moisture for Safrina, right? So that's kind of where all eyes are in South America now, just focusing, making sure that the bean harvest is done sufficiently in Argentina and the remainder in Brazil, and then just making sure Safrina crop in Brazil has enough moisture for emergence and, of course, reproduction as we move forward. So you can see here most of the moisture this week is going to be in Brazil to start. We do get a cold front here Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, Wednesday in parts of Argentina and southern Brazil. And that will progress northward into Brazil through the end of the week. So most of the rain in Argentina here happens Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. The rest of the week is largely dry. Into the weekend, you notice a similar story. High pressure nosing in off of the Atlantic. And it's going to be a drier look in a lot of Argentina, outside of perhaps far northeastern areas here over the weekend. And that continues into next week. But next week, we will likely see at least some moisture in parts of Argentina. But you notice total rainfall here through the weekend looks like this. And you'll see what I mean. A lot of this moisture is in Brazil through the weekend. You can see a lot of that. And the moisture we do see in Argentina happens, like I said, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning along that cold front. But most of the activity next week, or this week and weekend, will be up in Brazil, which again is a good thing for that Safrina crop. Now, you can see the week 1 forecast here, dry in Argentina. And then as we move into week 2, you notice how it does moisten a little bit on the European, even more so on the GFS. That's related to the MJO. We're coming out of phases 2, 3, 4, which is a La Nina-like state. But as we head into 8 and 1, which is what's coming up here, it's a little bit different. You notice in March, phase 8 is a drier look in Argentina. That's what we're going to be seeing here as we end the month of March and open April. But look at phase 1 in April. A little wetter. Something to keep our eyes on. Because if you look, again, you see that wetter look on the GFS. You see the wetter look even on the European. While it's not a perfect look by any means, you can see more moisture in southern Brazil, a little bit drier up to the north. So that might be something we have to watch in central Brazil. But generally speaking here, moisture over the next 2 weeks here looks pretty good in Brazil. A little bit drier east central, but most areas pretty good. And then generally speaking, we're drier than normal in Argentina, which is pretty favorable as we approach the harvest down in that part of the world. So that's where we're headed into the first half of April. A little bit wetter trend as we head into the middle of the month. Also, pretty cool. That's the other thing. Look at this, week 2. Still chilly. Even the GFS, which does have a bias warmer, even that's a little bit cooler, even through the first 11 days of April. A little bit warmer, though, in central Brazil. So again, we'll have to watch central Brazil as we move forward. But generally speaking, pretty darn favorable here as we head into the month of April. Have a great day, and we'll be speaking with you soon.